We're back with 3rd and 3 with Coach Roger Holmes, joined as always with the coach. Coach, we got into a sure enough shootout in Macon last week. While we didn't end up on the top side of things, I know there's some positives to take away from it. Tell us a couple of those that we can take away moving into this coming week with Northeast.
Well, from an offensive standpoint, Jason, it was probably our most productive night. If you go out and score 38 points against what I know is a good football team in Southwest Macon, you've had a pretty good night offensively. I think our offensive line performed well for the most part, and I think the second thing that was a positive for us was the fact that although we did take the lead in the opening drive of the second half, we trailed the majority of the football game, but our kids just kept battling back and answering. And, I'm proud of their effort. It was a very disappointing loss for us. There's no question about that. But to this point this week, our young men have responded in a positive way leading into this week's game, which for us is the most important because it's the next one.
Well, of course, we're moving on to another Macon school. We're going to be hosting Northeast right here at Shamrock Bowl. Kickoff's at 7:30. Want to make sure that you come out for that. And Coach, like you said, there's no rest for the weary. You got to get ready for another Macon school. What's some of the things that Northeast is doing that we have to counter?
Well, Northeast builds their whole offensive system around their quarterback, and they use two of them, and they just let them both play. One might be a quarterback, another wide receiver, and vice versa. But they're a shotgun football team. They build everything off of the jet sweep. Their quarterbacks like to fake the jet sweep and keep the football. They throw it well. Number 8 for them is a tremendous wide receiver, but they have spread the ball around a little bit. Offensive line for them probably averages close to 270 pounds.
Wow.
Another big physical type football team, and defensively they're in attack mode, created a lot of problems for you. Their record hasn't been what they want it to be this year, and I think for us one of the most important things is come out of the gate early and establish offensively some big play capabilities, and maybe we can get that much needed win after 2 tough losses.
You talked about the kids playing with a lot of heart. Who were a couple of kids last week that really stepped it up for us and are putting us in a position this week to end this 2-game skid and move forward with a couple more wins?
Well, I think first off, you've got to point the finger at Ramon Pittman and talk about what a great night he had. He had over 200 yards rushing in the game Friday night. And if Ramon Pittman had 200 yards rushing in our offense, then you got to say that Levante Walden and Moses Simmons had tremendous nights, as offensive guards. But Jermaine Cooley, we gave Jermaine some special things for last week to do, and it proved to be a huge benefit for us with the blocking that Jermaine brought to the table. So all in all, a tough loss, but yet then again, it's one that I think this football team can build off of.
Well, we're going to hope that we end all of this losing business and try to close out this week with a win against Northeast. We'll be off next week, and then we'll close out the season against Washington County in a big region matchup. Hopefully there'll be a whole lot of playoff implications on the line for that game so we can get ready for the playoff push. As always, this has been 3rd and 3 with Coach Roger Holmes.